Oh, good morning, my hearties. Here we are. Here he is, Dinky Doo, and a very warm welcome to Scottie McClue's YouTube stream this Lockdown Tuesday. Fantastic. When a lot of you will be starting to return to work, but have you seen the latest? Oh, my goodness. The pubs are closing again. All because of a spike. Have you seen that? So there we are. Anyway, a very good morning to you. Thank you very much for joining me. Lovely to have you with us, and welcome for 1 hour of superb, scintillating information, education, and entertainment for not just one nation, but for all nations who are up and about at this time. So there we are, and welcome now. I was having a think last night, and, I don't often do that, of course. I was having a think last night, and I thought to myself, I think I talk too loud on the live stream, and that might put some people off. Is that possible? So there we are. Kareem Zakaria, hello, good morning. Lovely to have you with us, and Dinky Doo. Kareem, I'm just saying, just as you joined us there, I'm wondering if I talk too loud on the streams, and that might put some people off. And I also wondered, I'm not being paranoid, but we had a clip last night, and I wondered if you were able to hear it all right. So there you are, but do let me know. Was it a little bit indistinct? I need to get all these things right for my audience, you see. Very, very important. But this is most definitely the go-to place during lockdown. Everybody comes and joins us on Scottie McClue's live stream, assuming they're up and about, of course. I think that's the first step. Are people up and about at this time? Are people off to their work? Are people watching in their work but don't like to say? That sort of idea. So there we are. Anyway, welcome, Kareem. Lovely to have you with us. And as always, thank you for all your wonderful support. Fantastic. This might be the last week of the mornings. So there we are, because I may have to do quite a lot of work on my day job. Never give up your day job. You see, that's the video for you. Scottie, you talk fine. The clip was fine. Yes. Lol, I'm still in bed. I have you on my phone. Oh, Kareem, that's fantastic. I love it. I love the phone idea. I love all these things. When I wake up, I always like to spend a few minutes on the phone and just see what's what. It's interesting. When we would have put on radio, and then later we'd have put on television, now we go on our phones and put on Scottie McClue on YouTube. And I think that's fantastic. I love that. I don't mind that at all. So there we are. That's great, Kareem. Now, I was just slightly concerned. I thought, am I shouting too much? Because I've got quite a loud voice. And, of course, modern microphones are very, very sensitive, and they can pick these up. And some of my friends, when I used to go into the television studios, some of my friends in engineering would say, here he comes, desensitize the mics. Loved all that stuff. So there you are. Good morning, Scottie. Tell Mrs. McClue Johnson I said good morning. I shall do, Glenn. Hang on, she might be up. Darling. Yes, this is for Johnson. No, only teasing. Darling. Yes, Glenn. Remember Glenn? That's him. Yes, and no, not the Midlands. He stays in the Midlands now, but he's in Sheffield, isolating with his mother. Yes, he sends his regards. I think he's falling in love with you. Absolutely. I'll tell him. She says, thank you very much. She's very flattered. There's something going on there, I think, between you two, isn't there? So there we go. Or is it Johnson? Has Johnson taken your fancy there, Glenn? Good morning, Scottie, says Tony. Good morning, Tony. Lovely to have you with us. And Dinky Doo, welcome. I don't know if you heard that, Tony, but I was just asking, do I talk too loud on the stream? I put the stream on last night, and it was deafening. I thought I need to quieten down a bit. You know, that's good morning, Scottie, says the wonderful Alistair Campbell. Alistair, can I say, just take this opportunity, because night times are so busy, I don't always get the opportunity of thanking you for all your fantastic contributions to the show, for all your culture and your knowledge. It's outstanding. There's not one silly person on this live stream, you know? So there we are. It's quite fantastic, highly intelligent. Sounding just fine, says Anthony. Glenn and Mrs. McClue, poor Scottie, absolutely, Kareem. One wonders, you know, if this is a secret code. Tell her I said good morning, and I just, oh yes, thank him very much, and all that kind of stuff. I think, no, that might be just me being paranoid, you know what I mean? But Sheffield's a very attractive city, you see, Kareem, and I could see a woman getting very tempted to live in Sheffield with a fine young man like Glenn, you know, that sort of thing. So one has to just be careful. Fantastic. Oh, we haven't had any likes this morning yet. What is going on? I ask you. Dinky do. Lovely to have you. Guys, do you get a notification that I'm coming on? Is it on time? Because I'll tell you what, I need to adjust the time on something on YouTube. Because on something on YouTube, if you get what I mean, because when I say that I'm scheduling the show for later so that you can all see that, I then get, that's you going live at 12 o'clock rather than 10 o'clock. And the time looks right on the setting. So I must see if I can set something else up. The wonderful Paul Carroll is with us, the finest pipe organist on the planet. Good morning, sir, he says. Good morning to you, sir. Lovely, lovely of you to join us. We're just saying, Paul, there's not one dafty on here, the culture and intelligence levels. Now, talking of culture, £1.5 billion for the theatres and the opera and the ballet and all that. Is that money well spent? I want your opinions. So there we are, Paul Carroll, fantastic man, wonderful organist. Oh, thank you for Thine Be the Glory on your pipe organ. Very beautifully played. You put myself to shame, of course, because every note has the correct value when you play it. It's beautiful. Outstanding work. Robert Scrimger, our top man. Good morning, Scottie. Been a joy listening to you during the lockdown. Let's hope the show continues to evolve. We just need a merchandise shop. Do you know, I was just saying this morning, Robert, we may have to chuck the mornings next week, but I'll see how it goes, and just keep the night times. But the evolution of the show is outstanding. It really is incredible. And it might not seem like huge numbers, but then I look at the watch times on YouTube, and they're huge. So what a lot of people are doing, like they maybe all sound asleep just now. They wake up, it's got it on. Oh, I'll listen to that. And I think people are also getting the hang of it. You don't need to take a swatch at my coupon all the time. Have a look at my face. You can, put it on as the radio and go and do your stuff. And once that gets in, I think we'll see huge, huge advances. Here's Mo. Hello, Scottie, Dinky Doo, good morning. Hope you have a great day today. And you, Mo, you fantastic person that you are. You have a wonderful day because you deserve the best of everything. So there you are. You have it straight now, Mo. Fantastic. Now, can we have more likes and shares? Scottie, night times will be good next week. Yes, Kareem, I think so. So we'll maybe make this week the last of the mornings, and we'll direct the audience to night times, 8 o'clock. Is 8 o'clock still the best time, Kareem? I'm using you as my go-to person here because of your wisdom. You see, I always get a straight answer from you, Kareem. You're not a man who beats about the bush, whatever that means, You're not a man who messes around when it comes to straight talking. So there you are. So we'll maybe go for the night times. next week, but we'll carry on this week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, with our mornings, because it's just a nice, gentle reminder during a lockdown day that Scottie McClue is the go-to place for lockdown people. So just so we get a wee bit of normality. Did you see what I just did there? And a wee bit of nice chit-chat in the morning. Are you doing the 2 hours at night times next week between 8 and 10? Ooh, Tony, that's a big question. Can people cope with 2 hours? I know everybody enjoys 1 hour, but it's 2 hours of McClue a bit much for the universe. So there we are. We'll need to have a think about that one, Tony. Wonderful stuff. I'll tell you what I did do yesterday. I popped up on Instagram, and everyone went bananas. It was quite fantastic. I did one to test it out, which I didn't think was very good, so I dumped that. And then I did one in the afternoon at 3 o'clock, and you'll see it's a 25-minute video, and we were mobbed. You know, you see these pursuits go on, and sort of nobody gets in touch. They just sit going, all that kind of stuff. And we're absolutely mobbed. I love it when McClue pops up, everybody pops it, yes, McClue's there, you know. So there we are. So we'll see about that. I think 8 is good, Cisco Ream. It's what people are used to. And for the show to develop further. Yes, I think we're now in a phase we're going to start building. At first, people will poo-poo the doubting Thomases. You are not a doubting Thomas, Kareem. You either like something or you don't, and you'll give it a chance. You know, because at first, I remember you saying, I don't think I'll join you on your YouTube, Scottie. I don't mind Facebook Live. But, you know, it's a different day. I said, please, no, come and try it, because it's so much better if we have quality people, you know. You can never have too much of McClue, says Tony. Tony, you're very, very kind. A very, very nice man. A very kind person. There you are. And an excellent broadcaster. Don't you forget that. There you are. And you heard it here first from the top man. One thing I do know about, I might not know much, Tony, but I know my broadcasting, television, radio, online, newspapers, outdoor advertising. I'm the man. Thomas Peden, you top man, Scottie, are you against immigrants? I get the impression from the post you shared about the boat full of immigrants. No, Thomas, you misunderstand me. I am very much pro-immigration. I heard I think it was the head of security for Hong Kong asking the other day, could Britain take 3 million Hong Kong people if push came to shove? Obviously expect us to go, oh! And I thought, what an opportunity for Scotland. And the one I shared, you'll see, was illegal immigrants. So these people need to be processed and decided. So you mustn't jump to conclusions. If I put up a program about Ireland, you mustn't think, what's the problem with Ireland? You know, you've got to think, well, he's put it up for discussion, for perusal. I trust my viewers. You know, sometimes I might have misplaced that trust because they don't quite get it, but I put everything up. We balance everything. Yes, so there we are. Now, very, very busy here. So is that okay, Tom? I was reading about a pedon last night in the just before the Union of, and he was a leader, a pedon who was a leader just before the Union. So the late 1600s, yes. So check that one out. Yes, I shall find out more about it. So no, I'm not against anything. I discuss everything, Tom. It's being against things that people are awkward, you know. Oh, no, that's not happening. You know, that sort of thing. It has to be discussed if there's a lobby for it. Now then, what have we got here? Does that make sense, Tom? Just thinking next month the dark nights will be coming upon us. You might have to extend the stream time to get us through. Alistair Campbell, there you speak wisdom and verity, I say. Scottie, what's for breakfast and lunch today? Ooh, Karim. Now, I maybe shouldn't tell a fitness fanatic, calling you a fanatic, do you like that? A man who's extremely fit. I maybe shouldn't tell him too much about my diet, but I was thinking about maybe a wee bacon roll just after this. You know, 2 rashers and a little bit of olive oil in the pan, and then perhaps a touch of the brown sauce. What do you think, Karim? Is that healthy eating? I do have avocado for lunch with a dash of oil. So there we are. Fantastic. Feel it's better for me than the mayonnaise. Scottie, what does suck it and see mean? You mentioned a Scottish saying last night. Suck it and see is to try something out, Glenn. You know, it goes back to the old days of Scottish sweeties. Now, sweeties, if you look at it, are really 100% sugar, aren't they? You know, or 99.9% sugar. I haven't quite realized that myself. It's just, you know, reformulated caramelized sugar. But lovely smell when you pass a sweet factory. Next to my mother's, where my mother lived, there was a sweet factory. And when I used to go out for a walk with the dog, the smell was gorgeous. So there we are, fantastic. Quite a famous sweet factory as well. Set up a wonderful man that did a lot of hard work over the years. So there we go. Thomas Peden says, Glenn, have you had your breastfeed today? Thomas, you're harsh. There we are. So there we are. Glenn, don't rise to all that. So suck it and see. So to try something out, there used to be a guy with a barrow in the Royal Mile in Edinburgh. I'm talking maybe in the 1880s. And he sold coconut. And he used to shout, coconut, coconut, taste and try afore you buy. So there you are. So taste and try to suck it and see. So if I said to you, you know, well, I mean, what do you think about staying there? And you said, well, we'll suck it and see. You know, that sort of idea. Shall we suck it and see? So just before you go into a wee hotel, when you reach a small town, you might think, shall we just go in there? Well, let's suck it and see. If it was a pub, you'd go in and try the bar, maybe have a refreshment. Bacon roll's fantastic. I grill it when I have it. Ah, Karim. Yes, perfection. It must be tough for actors just now getting work. I thought about being an actor. I've always been acting up all my life. Well, Tony, give it a go. The only thing about actors, what I would suggest is that anybody who wants to be an actor, listen to Scottie McClue's YouTube on here. Just put in Scottie McClue talks to David Heyman. David Heyman, one of our most famous actors. And David will tell you what it's like. Scottie, I have heard the saying before. It's just that some people assume rude things, i.e. Thomas. Yes, is Thomas crossing a line, do you think, Glenn? There we are. Maybe Thomas didn't come on. Thomas, why are you running low on formula? Says Glenn Peacock. Why are you? No, sorry, there should have been stuff. So Thomas said to Glenn, have you had your breastfeed today, Glenn? And Glenn has responded with, Thomas, why are you running low on formula? I think I will have an omelette for lunch with cheese and olives. Oh, the olives are very nice, Kareem. I quite like the garlic stuffed olives and fresh garlic stuffed olives. I once had a holiday in Crete, and the olives were just outstanding because that's part of their stock in trade there, along with the Cretan honey. Oh, I'm not saying olives and honey. And, of course, beautiful hams, fresh eggs. Oh, they know how to live, the Greeks, I'll tell you. So things might be tight. J-Dog, Scottie. Dinky-Doo Scottie says, J-Dog, good morning, J-Dog. Lovely to have you with us. Welcome to the stream. J-Dog, we're just saying we might chuck the mornings next week and do nights only if I have to do a bit of day job, you see. Scottie, you can't beat a bit of banter. Glenn, that was very good banter, I have to say. put me in timeout before I get banned, please, says Thomas Peden. No, Thomas, you will never cross the line. We've done all that. You've been fully trained in McClueism. There we go. The best sweet shop I've ever been in was in Moffat. Every sweet you could think of. I know it well. The Moffat toffee shop, am I right? And you go in there and your eye becomes bigger than your tummy. And you go, could I get some cola cubes, please? And could I have licorice comfits? And just going and some Russian caramels, please. And some Army and Navy tablets. And some of your Moffat toffee. That's these wee sort of bullseye ones that you can suck it and see. It's fantastic. Olives go great with feta cheese. Do you say feta or feta? There we are. Scottie, can we all go on to the next level? Glenn, you can always move up a place in Scottie McClue's stream. That is never a problem. We raise our game. So Thomas and you could raise your games, you see? Fantastic. So Thomas, you liked the old Instagram yesterday. 3:00 in the afternoon, it was mobbed. Stephen Douglas, good morning, Scottie. How's you this morning? I hope everyone online is well. I see what you did there with the text speak. Every and just the figure one. Very good. You saved a couple of characters there. We like that. There's been a few characters on here this morning. Lots of some nice ice cream shops and chippies. Yes, Kareem. And they have a beautiful sweetie shop in Largs. So they are, I remember just crossing. I'd come back from Milport. I'd been doing the Crocodile Rock. See what I just did there? The Greenwelly shop at Tindrum. Is it Tindrum or Tindrum? Was a cracking sweet shop. I used to go there with the Navy cadets at school. Everybody stops at the Greenwelly. Absolutely. Oh, these poor shops. I hope they've survived all this. Everyone came on yesterday on Instagram, J-Dog. It was absolutely incredible. As I say, when you see people starting out a stream and they sit there going, we're just waiting to see if somebody might join us. And we go on a stream and it's mobbed. Love it. Pasta with pesto sauce and olives are delicious. Tony, I had the pasta and the pesto last week. Very, very nice. I had to translate the pesto from French, so it was all that, and it only lasts, you put it in the fridge for, is it 5 jours or 3 jours after it's been opened, that sort of idea, but very, very nice. A bit of pesto sauce with the pasta. A big bowl of that's very good for a tuck-in. And as you say, a few olives and maybe a wee bit of the Parma ham. Has anybody tried that? And has anybody tried Parmesan cheese? I was reading today about the couple who made £30 million from making hand sanitizer. Very enterprising, very enterprising. Yes, the hand sanitizer. So there we are. I wouldn't like to go too over the top on hand sanitizer. And there were a few places tried to rip folk off at the start. But no, £30 million. Good, well done, good call. So there we go. I would probably have done all that for 29 million. Is it me or are people feeling the cold? The heating's been on for 2 days. No, Kareem, it's not just you. It's a wee bit jittery bite these days. And, when I was wee, we grew up with no heat in the house apart from the fires. So you wanted to be warm, you lit a fire. And all the rooms had fires in them. And when the house was full of people, my job was to run round with scuttles of coal. go to the cellar and bring the coal round. Of course, you had to go into the sitting room with the good carpet and all that sort of stuff and put coal on there. But once the fires were on, the house got warm just about when it was time to go to bed. But the rest of the day was pretty cold, and we had a tiny room that everybody just came into. So there we are. That was the stuff. And of course, these old Scottish houses, they've got huge hallways, which are like funnels, and they're very difficult to heat. And my old friend used to put on one of these paraffin Aladdins, and it looked big, it had a grill and everything on it. And you thought it was quite a big thing, till you realised that you lifted this off, and there was a tiny little paraffin lamp down at the bottom, but it took the chill off the place. Do you know what I mean? It just took the chill off. So there we are. So I've been feeling it cold too, says Anthony. Back to the Midlands today, Scottie, going in a train. Glenn, you take great care of yourself on the train. Have you got your mask and everything? Have you got your Dick Turpin special? Here's Thomas Peden with a morning recipe for us all. Damp due to all the rain, I think, says Alistair Campbell. Good one, Alistair. Yes, the rain calms it down. Of course, yesterday we had terrific wind, but it wasn't a particularly cold wind, but it was cold last night. I noticed out with the dog it was cold last night. Now, Tam has given us a wonderful, you don't mind if I call you Tam, Thomas, do you? Maybe you do, but you can say, of course. Fry some chorizo, take it out, add mushrooms, add chorizo back in with garlic, chilies, and lemon juice. Very nice. Add some cooked pasta, half a cup of cream, and a tablespoon of Parmesan, and mix. Garnish with parsley. Thomas Peden, you know your dishes. You like a wee bit of the old luxury life, don't you? Fantastic. That's a dish to behold, I can tell you. The pasta and the Parmesan and the garlic and the lemon juice, all very good to you. Yes, can I get a big birthday shout out for my Turkish friend, Mr. McCLUE. Yes, Mr. Now, I think, John Boy, are you trying to be a wee bit funny here? So, you can't get a birthday shout out for your Turkish friend because you've just made him up. So he's your imaginary Turkish friend. Do you see what I mean? So it's a try on. So what do we do with John Boy, guys? Lifetime ban or into time out? Or do we just take this down to see if he's got the idea? Yes. Have a look at John Boy's comment, guys, and decide what we do with him. All right, there we are. Meantime, let's see. I think what we'll do with John Boy meantime, we'll give him a yellow card. Can everybody see that? Have I got that the right way? Is that readable? Wonderful. So we'll give him the yellow card. Give John Boy the yellow card. Guys, I've hardly got a single like. Can you move the chat and do lots of liking the stream? If you're new, can you subscribe? I haven't had a subscriber since the Paleolithic age. The last subscriber was a pterodactyl, and we need subscribers if we're to survive. Come on, think about Scottie McCLUE as the arts and give me 1.5 billion subscribers. There we are, fantastic. So we can survive. I've got my mask, says Glenn. Excellent, Glenn. Scottie, I got caught in the down, says Karim. What down? You got caught in which down? The going down? Oh, the downpour, the rain at Linlithgow. Hopefully I'm not getting the cold feet. I chilled to the bones. Yes, Karim, you need to wrap up warm. You need an actual waterproof rather than going, oh, all right, it's just a shower. You need an oil skin, that it just bounces off, especially if you're a dog man. one of these big high-vis outdoor jackets that you see the police with when they're stopping somebody on the motorway. So there we are. Because remember, it used to be just the police that wore high-vis jackets. And now everybody has, I think, swapped a brain for a high-vis jacket. Everybody's got the high-vis jacket. Do you know what I mean? You think, whoa, that sort of idea. Translation, Turkish friend. So there we go. So, yes, Kareem. Yes, I think we'll put him in timeout. He says timeout himself. He's going into timeout. We'll leave him just now so he has to live with himself for a bit. There we go. Yellow card for John Boy. Dinky do, Scottie and everyone. Can we all please have yellow cards, says Glenn Peacock. No. We haven't all sinned. We haven't all crossed the line, Glenn. Although you and Thomas obviously are just on the cusp. Turkish kebabs are great, very healthy. So there we are, better than doner kebabs. What's the difference, Anthony? So there you are. You have to tell us the difference. Come on, Scottie. I donated the other day. Yes, you did, John Boy. So definitely stay on. Your bonnet stretched over the screen. You're extremely lagging, Scottie. What's now? There we are. Yes. So you couldn't see the yellow card. That one. Is that all right? I didn't have any yellow, so I just wrote yellow card on one. That would do, wouldn't it? From that point of view. Hello, David, says Kareem. Job got linesman is a top man, says Thomas Peden. Yes, that's true. That's true. He was just on the cusp. Thomas Peden says John Marshall has to get up. Absolutely. Come on, John, up you get. That was largely disappointed in the right-wing propaganda you shared this morning. Don't think I'll buy you any hot chocolate today. Which particular bit of right-wing propaganda, Kareem? Because I was saying to Thomas earlier, I don't make a comment on it. You have to decide for yourself. So there you are. But what I was thinking, could Scotland cope with 3 million Hong Kong people? I think that might be a huge opportunity. And remember, Hong Kong, top world financial capital, think Scottie McClue, Greenock, the financial capital of the world, Scottie McClue's dream. Yeah? So, it looks to me like a huge opportunity. Someone is pretending to be me. Kareem. We have a lowlife among us pretending to be Kareem. Now the lowlife pretending to be Kareem has to just take that fake account down. Otherwise, we'll establish who the real one is and we'll just give you a lifetime ban. So I think you've had your fun. You take it down now. We don't tolerate that on here. We've a zero tolerance policy on that. So there you are. So excellent stuff. Well done, Kareem. We'll sort that out. There's a wonderful David Taylor. Hello, Kareem. So there we are. So the low life is hopefully a way to take that down now. Poor Kareem, says Thomas Beeden. Absolutely. Hello, Kareem, says the wonderful David Taylor. Kareem, message me on Facebook if you are the real one. Absolutely. Absolutely, Kareem. And also, if you can pop up, Kareem, somewhere you've recently walked the dog. Right, there we are. Ban Glenn for life along with the fake Kareem. Oh, no, Thomas. If we banned Glenn, who would keep you in check? Tea time, everybody. "2 seconds, J-Dog," says Kareem. So there you are. Is that the real Kareem? Protect the congregation, Scottie. Absolutely, Alistair Campbell. We'll treat it as if we're Covenanters and we've got the Cameronians with us. And they would say, Your Reverence, you may begin the service. No enemy is in sight. Do you know the story of the Cameronians? So there we are. They protected the congregation. Uncle Da is on. Glenn says, Thomas says, Uncle Da is on with his mum's ashes. Oh, right. Yes. Poor him. He's obviously very, very troubled. He hasn't got over it at all. Scotty, Thomas is just stirring the pot. I think he is stirring the pot. There's a good one, Glenn. Aye, he's just stirring pot, isn't he? He's tormenting you. Some person's been donating under my name. No, I don't think so. We've got the real Kareem there, have we? Doner meat's more fattening, whereas Turkish kebabs have leaner meat and char grilled. Is that right, Thomas? Is that across the board? Anthony, sorry. So there we are. So there's more fat in the doner meat. But remember, I told you I went on my high-fat diet and lost 2 stone. That was interesting. It just fell off me. There we were frying up the square sausage and lard. A wee plate of heart attack there. Glenn Peacock says Thomas couldn't tell his front from his back. So there you are. Do you think so? Do you think, Glenn, he couldn't sit the right way round on the lavatory? That sort of idea. Remember that old McClueism. There we go. So, Glenn, you're being very harsh. Thomas, do you feel Glenn's having a go? There we go. Do say, because we want to keep things on an even keel on here. Very important. Why is Glenn being so offensive, says Kareem. Is that the real Kareem or the fake one? There we are. We have to know. So there we are. We'll have to sort of go on a hunt for the lowlife who thought he would clone Kareem. Very, very, very naughty. Guys, I haven't had any light. What's going on? I need another 10 of these pronto. So we need to move the super chat and we put our thumbs up. Yes, we put up our thumbs to say we've liked the stream. So can everybody please like the stream? If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Oh, my goodness, it's survival here. I want the government to give me 1.5 billion likes, £1 for each creative artist in the world. Fantastic. I'm getting hungry now, says Tony. Mrs. Mac isn't feeling well, so I wonder what she'll allow me to make for breakfast. What are you allowed? Because I know you quite like to keep to a diet. When you say allowed, what sort of like, do you like a wee boiled egg? Are you allowed eggs? Thank you, Scotty. Sorry, I'm late. Finlay Morris, so lovely to have you with us. Fantastic. And just to add that touch of class to the stream as well, you know what I mean? There's not one daft person on here. Oh, well, we have one with somebody trying to be Kareem. So there we are. I'm not being offensive, just giving as good as I get. Well, that's you acknowledging that Thomas Peden gives good. So there you are. Scotty, can you remove this troll, please? It's sad. And J-Dog messaged on Messenger. Right, is that right, Kareem? Absolutely. So I have to, can you also tell me, Kareem, somewhere where you walked the dogs last week? I've liked and shared, by the way, when I got back home last night with the dog after a walk, your stream had finished. I know. Sorry, Scotty. Not at all, Stephen. No, it's always lovely to have you with us. And guys, the stream is only if you're feeling like it. It's just for sort of, I was going to say generally sane chat. Do you notice there's a hashtag doing the rounds on Twitter? If anybody's on Twitter, follow at Scottie McClue. If you're on Instagram, Scottie McClue1, because I might pop up on Instagram later and say hi to everybody. I mean, that was a hoot yesterday. The fake Kareem do one. How are you today, Scottie? Scottie, a wee bit of animosity on the show. That's what I liked about late night phone in Scotland. Sub-Zero. We're trying to keep the animosity down. I miss Mum, says Uncle Da. You will, Uncle Da. I don't think you're through it yet. I don't think you're over it. Uncle Da, when you lose a parent, you've got to not grudge them their death. Now, that might sound like a very strange thing to say, but they've chosen that was their time to go, or they felt they had to go. She's not suffering any more pain. The fact that you knew her is wonderful. The fact that she knew you is wonderful. So you've got to not grudge her death. I'm not saying any cliches like, oh, you need to move on. Never, 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 never have any of that. You take as long as you like just to deal with Mum's passing. But I have to say to you, the one thing I can say, because it's very difficult to say anything when somebody passes on, because you can't bring them back, bottom line. So what I would say is don't grudge her death. Think, no. That's what's happened there. Finlay Morris, I can't believe someone would masquerade as a fake account. Neither can I, Finlay, on the Scottie McCLUE, the absolute pinnacle of straightforwardness and honesty. The wonderful Kareem has just sent a £1. Kareem, thank you very, very much. Very, very kind of you. Scottie, you should deliver a eulogy for Uncle Da's mum's ashes. John Boy, what a lovely thing to say, but I'm sure there's far better qualified people, including Uncle Da, to say the right words. Stephen Douglas says, Uncle Da, so sorry for your loss. I lost my mum at the age of 22 and my dad just before I turned 24. Time is a healer, but you never forget them. Absolutely, Stephen Douglas. Well done, you. So there we go. A tough time for anybody. Nice words of comfort, Scottie, says the wonderful Magnus. My heart goes out to Uncle Da, says Tony. I still miss my wee mum. I know she is in a better place. Your mum will never leave you and will always be with you in your heart and in your memories. Best wishes to Uncle Da. Tony, what a lovely thing to say. Thank you. Thank you all, says Uncle Da. Bless you, Uncle Da. Did you ever look at the app I gave you? Not sufficiently enough, J-Dog. I got caught up with something else. You know when you're going online to do things? It was 2 o'clock this morning. Tot, tot, totty, tot, 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 tot. So I thought, at the age of on by 2 o'clock. I thought, you're off your head, you old fool. Get to your bed. So it was 6 hours kept for McClue. Uncle Da, sorry for your loss, says Glenn Peacock. Thank you all, says Uncle Da. Sorry for your loss, Uncle Da, says Robster Mary. Fantastic. You're beautiful people. Thank you so much for joining us here on Scottie McClue's live stream on YouTube. You're watching the world's top broadcaster, the first lord of the internet, and the world's most humble man. We are here every morning at 10 o'clock sharp during lockdown, British summer time. You will need to adjust for your country and your time zones. So there we are. We are, what are we? Edinburgh, London, Dublin, Edinburgh, London. That's our time zone, is it? But British summertime, GMT +1. So sorry if you lost Uncle Da, says the wonderful Robster Mary. Yes, I read that. Kareem, thank you very much for your wonderful gift. Kareem has just tapped the dollar bill and sent £1. Very, very kind of he. So there we are. Fantastic, Kareem. Thank you. Don't worry. We'll deal with the troll. The troll might disappear of their own just out of sheer shame. Your mum will always be in your heart, says the wonderful Glenn Peacock. Cherish the good times you had with her. She'll always be looking down on you. Uncle Da. So there you go. Thank you, Glenn. Appreciate it. Sub-Zero, I see you posted a clip last night about 11:45. Should be in your bed at that time. I know, Sub-Zero. So there we go. Where is the fake orange Kareem at? J-Dog, we will flush them out. We'll flush them out. Should brothers be for all that? Sorry if you lost Uncle Da. The Scottie McClue community is here for you. Absolutely, Robert Scrimger. And the Scottie McClue community is a lot bigger than you might think. I am just bowled over. Yesterday, that Instagram was, well, Thomas Peden, back me up. What was that like? Was I sitting around waiting for somebody to come on? You know, was I? Was I indeed? Scotty, are my messages showing? Sent a few times. The place I was at. Oh, right. Kareem is very generous. The fake Kareem probably isn't. Quite right, Robster Mary. The fake Kareem is a toe rag. Finlay Morris, you know your stuff. A toe rag. Yes, a very Scottish thing. A toe rag, I say. There we are. Finlay, I am not fake. So there we are. Shall we ban this guy? We'll put him in timeout. Right. The fake one is in timeout. So I want some chat with the real one, please. Tremendous. There we go. Fantastic. Right. The fake one's in timeout. Ban the fake. Oh, the fake will get a ban. I just want the real Kareem to send me some information that I'll know it's defo him. There we are. I'm hoping there will be good news for the shielded stuck at home on the 31st of July. Hopefully they will be allowed out. They will be allowed out more. It can't be fun being stuck in the house all the time. Well, it depends how much fun your house is, Tony. Yep, he didn't even attempt, says Rob Stir. So there we are. So we'll see what's what. Now, there we are. I think, yes, he didn't even attempt. No. There we are. Is our Kareem watching? Scotty always calls you Nation Radio on Skype and YouTube. I have two dogs. Kareem, that's you. That's fantastic. We've got you. The other one will now be banned. He's in timeout at the moment and will be banned. In fact, could actually ban him now. Right. Fake Kareem has gone. History. There we are. End of. Ta-ra-la. So wonderful stuff. Yes, he didn't even attempt. Scotty, I'm away round to my mum's for a bacon roll. I'm a bit behind. Can I go into the house yet? Robert, I would urge caution. Could you not have a bacon roll and go round and talk to her out the window? Guys, can Robert go to his mum's house with the latest rules? Advice for Robert, please. The Scottie community would benefit from a Scottie annual weekend convention. Oh, Alistair Campbell. Where would we meet? Would we meet at Bannockburn? There we go. Robert, Robster, the Scottie McClue convention. There we go. Yes, I don't know that would be an entirely sober weekend. We could get it televised, like the political conferences. The Scottie McClue convention meets today. Now over to our head correspondent, and we could all report. There we are. That's our pal. Yep. Thank you, Scotty. What a sad individual she is. Thanks, everyone, for your support. Kareem, our support is unshakable for you. Our support in this community is unshakable anyway, but it's unshakable for you. And that was somebody that just did not understand what this is all about. And that was how they stuck out like a sore thumb. No bother, Kareem, mate, says Robster. You're welcome, Kareem. No time for hacks. Yes, the lowlife will now have to go away and reflect. Absolutely. Perhaps they should, if it's a he, might be a she, we don't know. If it's a she should perhaps think about taking holy orders. If it's a he should perhaps think about becoming a monk. That sort of idea. And maybe a Trappist monk. Yes, so that sort of punishment. There we are. No bother, Kareem. Everybody's here for you, Kareem. Fantastic stuff. It is not a problem. Not a problem at all. So there we are. Did we hear the calls the other night? Does anybody want a wee quick clip from the other night? Where did we put that? Let's have a look. Let's have a Kaylee on we go. Anybody remember that? Let's have a Kaylee on we go. Dance to the music, merry, merry music. Anybody remember the White Heather Club? Lucky for some. See what I just did there. Got to dash. Great talking to you. Catch you later. Have a great day. Anthony, when did you dash? There we are. So just take your time. Guys like you and I don't dash. We take our time. I've got to dash. Wonder where that one came from. I must dash. What did one hat say to the other? You wait here. I'll go on ahead. We love it, J-Dog. Quality jokes. Never enough one on here. I know that's a rubbish joke. You see, you don't, J-Dog. That is just quality. What did one hat say to the other? I don't know. What did one hat say to the other? You wait here, and I'll go on ahead. We like that. That's our sort of joke. Do you know what I mean? It's wonderful. Another trawl 2 up, Scotty. So where have we got? Where's the trawl? Oh, yes. Have we? Hi, guys. Hi, Fake Kareem. So there we go. And bye, Fake Kareem. There we go. That's the end of Fake Kareem. You'll never, ever hear of him again. He's gone. Ta-ta, ta-ra-la. Wonderful. Right, what have we got here? I have an idea who's behind it, but I'll keep it close to my chest just now. Kareem, yes, you can never keep anything too close to your chest, you know, or your heart's not in it. See what I just did there? How amazing. I have not lost my touch. So there we are. So the other troll's gone, Kareem. The White Heather Club, Robert and wee Andy. Now, Alistair Campbell, you talk about Robert Wilson and wee Andy Stewart. I didn't get to work with Robert Wilson. He'd gone. Robert I'm sure Robert Wilson had a car crash. And I was interviewing Sydney Devine on the radio, on Radio Scotland. And I was interviewing Sydney, great radio man, great entertainer. And he was telling me he used to tour with Robert Wilson. Fantastic, amazing. Right, I'm away to my mum's, Scotty. Maybe see you tonight. I'll sit in the garden with my bacon roll as it's still dry. Robert Scrimger, you take great care of your dear self, and dinky do. Have a lovely day. Regards to your mum. Shout through the windy. Finlay Morris, Scotty, what on earth has happened? I miss a few streams and there are fake Kareems and right-wing propaganda. Well, we've had no right-wing propaganda, so we're all right there. And we've not really had much left-wing propaganda either. So I have to say, so we're pretty well balanced politically because we're an apolitical stream, as you well know, Finlay. You know, I'm going away for now to get ready, says Stephen Douglas. Going to see my big sister with my dog. Stay safe, Scotty, and everyone. I see what you did there. Every plus the number 1. You've saved a couple of characters. Everyone, and looking forward to your stream tonight. Stephen Douglas, we look forward to having you with us tonight. Have a lovely day. Dinky doo. Fantastic. The fake troops have been J-Dog and me. Who is next? Well, the fake ones, the fakers, the old fakers, have to just go off. You know, let's get this shared, guys. Finlay Morris, you're such a top man. You are indeed. Talking about Robert Wilson, did you like John McCormack? Alistair Campbell, I am a disciple of John McCormack. And the one thing, as somebody once said about Count John McCormack, And I'm talking about, I mean, I would play it if I had a music license on the stream, which I don't. I would play these things for you, these classics. And Count John McCormick, I'll have him here in the collection. I Dream of Jeannie. These old Irish numbers right from the south of Ireland. Beautiful. I Dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair. And somebody was saying that when you think he became world famous singing in village halls, town halls, city halls, and nowadays, you know, one appearance on international television, one of the satellite telestations, and it would be quids in for Count John McCormick. I mean, I've no doubt he got by. Another great Irish tenor is Joseph Locke. And another great tenor singing Irish songs was a Scottish priest called Sidney McCune. Canon Sidney McCune. And Sidney was from Glasgow. He was born in 1908. I knew him. My grandfather and him were great friends. Great friend of Sidney McCune's. He wrote an autobiography called On the High Seas. See what he just did there, the seas. Very clever. Name and shame, J-Dog, says John Boy. Not name and shame, J-Dog, name and shame. The fakes, the fackers. What's your favourite condiment, Glenn? I've got to fess up. Broom sauce, mustard, French mustard, Dijon mustard, salt, pepper. Not too crazy on the vinegar, but I do sometimes have very heavily dilute it. Very heavily diluted cider vinegar as a health drink, just to keep everything straight. Nationwide Coin Hunt, good morning. Nationwide Coin Hunt, how lovely to have you with us, top man. I hope you are well. Fantastic. Good morning, good morning. Absolutely. Weird Side says hello. Hello, Weird Side. Mayo, says Glenn Peacock. Mayo. So there you go. Well, sorry, I thought that was maybe a nickname for a former Prime Minister. Yes, mayonnaise. English mustard, says Kareem. Very nice, Kareem. Have you ever had a condiment that virtually blows your head off? Now, what can I think of? Piccalilli changes your facial expression. Usually, maybe chili and lime. Has anybody ever tried that? Chili and lime pickle. That can change your expression. And also maybe a few tears. I think if I was going on stage to act the Sado, I might take a wee spoonful of chili and lime pickle just before, so that you maybe got a wee tear. Just give me a moment. Chili sauce. Scottie, if you try Tabasco sauce, you'll cry. Tabasco can give you a wee lift. Yeah, absolutely. You just put a drip of it on. And I used to drink tomato juice, and I would pop a wee bit of Tabasco in without a shadow of doubt. I never said a shadow of shout. What would that mean? I've had chill mayo and mint sauce on my kebab before. Glenn, you're a man who likes to experiment. Chili can be sore on many. Alistair, yes. Oh, that kind of idea. So there we go, J-Dog. And J-Dog, sadly, I can't say because it's a brand name. But, and we're not being positive about it. But I see what you mean. There we are. Not the hot chili, the mild one. Yes, it's interesting when people say, could you give me the mild hot? Just the kind of warmish pickle. Thank you for that. That sort of idea. That one. Occasional spicy food's actually good for clearing your insides. Well, it certainly does that, Kareem. Yes, yes, absolutely. They used to say optimism was prunes with all bran. Optimism. Oh no, I'll be all right going on the train with this. Oh, jalapenos, love them. I'm glad pick out your jalapenos. I actually went over the top and bought a jar of jalapenos, and I was putting them on everything. I was having a slice of cheese on red jalapenos and jalapenos. Does anybody buy a jar of things and then instead of eating it over a long period of time, they kind of gobble it almost all on the first day? You ever done that? Like maybe a wee jar of silver skin pickled onions and you kind of finish the jar by the evening. Has anybody ever done that? Olives. Glenn Peacock says with cheese and tortilla chips. Tortilla chips. Stop. Too nice. Gets rid of a cold. J-Dog, yes. Absolutely. J-Dog, I think I'm coming down with a cold. So is that a good shout for dinner tonight, says Kareem. Kareem, you do know there's not really such a thing as a chill. It was invented by elderly Scottish ladies. They used to say, I went to the theatre the other night and we were waiting on the taxi and I got a chill. I got a wee chill. I don't think there is such a thing as a chill. I've checked up with the doctors and they said, no, but we get a lot of people in with it. You know? I think it's a chill, doctor. Have a great day, Scotty. Stay safe, big man. You too, Glenn Peacock. Take great care of your wonderful self. I finished a whole jar of gherkins once in an hour. Robster Berry, I hope people were giving you a wide berth. Like, well, we're out of time. I have to go. Please share on every single platform you're on. Please get everybody to subscribe. Please give lots more likes. We need lots of likes. And I'll see you all at 8 o'clock sharp tonight. Be there or be square. Until then, this is Scottie McClue saying dinky-doo to every single one of you. Have a lovely day. Goodbye, Scotty. Take care. See you tonight. Dinky-doo, J-Dog. Same as there's a wee bug going around. Wee bug, Alistair. And, I had a friend, and he said, I think I've got a bug. And his colleagues would say, it's a bug just around the Stirling area where he stays. Nobody else has got it. So, goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Take care, everybody, as you go. Goodbye, everybody. Auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, and a cheerio. We optical illusion there. Ta-la, lads. Take care. Goodbye, Rob, sir.